All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Vegan Cheetah. So, I really kind of want to put a lot of this BS behind me. I'm ready to. Obviously, Marissa's ready to. I feel like the drama over the last few weeks, obviously has caused a strain on my relationship. But there's, just a few things left that I pretty much want to say. And this is my, I guess, confession, right? I just want to come clean and put everything out there and, finally kind of put some of this behind me, because it's just been absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous how many people are invested in all of this bullshit. But, I do have kind of a past on social media, and when the situations in my personal life come up like this, just out of the woodwork, the haters come out and they egg shit on. They're not only trolling me, but they're trolling the other parties as well. The idea that I'm still in contact with any other female besides Marissa is just not true. Okay, I don't care what's being posted. I don't care how many fake screenshots are out there. I don't care how many screenshots from the past that are being, put forward and out of context. It's just simply not true. Marissa knows this. I know this. And I think most of my supporters genuinely believe me. But did I ever have a relationship with anybody in the past 4 or 5 years? No, absolutely not true. I mean, the last girlfriend that I had, the last relationship that I actually cared about, was in California. You guys probably know who I'm talking to. I'm not going to name names here, but I have not been in any relationship at all before meeting Marissa. It's been like 5 years since I've been in a serious relationship. I kind of gave up looking for a relationship, and then I met Marissa. So it's a blessing to be able to have another shot at this, to have another chance at love, if I can be corny right now. But there's all these rumors going around that I've been leading women on. I mean, the things that are being said about me, like how I mistreat women, or I'm a misogynist, or I'm a narcissistic psychopath. I mean, it does hurt. It kind of gets to me after a while. For the first few times it's kind of funny, but then it's it really does start weighing on my soul, because I have made mistakes. You got to understand, I don't care if it's a musician, an actor, humble YouTubers like myself. We make mistakes. We end up, screwing people that we don't love, that we don't care about. Even people we know are weirdos, we know are stalkers. Had I had any idea that I was being filmed undercover like this, I would have never, ever even entertained this idea, right? I mean, obviously it wasn't worth my trouble, obviously, because it's, it's damaging to my life, And you guys don't see what happens, behind the scenes and everything, but it really has caused a strain in my life. One singular bad decision that I made back in February, I regret it. It was a moment of sin. It was a moment of sin. It was a moment of weakness. But I was never in a relationship. All right. It's not true. And, when you correspond with people online for 4 or 5 years, there's lots of women out there that could post screenshots of me DMing them, here and there, and say, oh, look, I was in a relationship with him for 5 years. It's just not true, though. What this person doesn't show you is the hundreds of blocked calls, right? The hundreds of times they've called my phone and they were blocked. They don't show you the months and years on end where I didn't have anything to do with them. I didn't speak to them at all. But they claim that I've been in a relationship or even a friendship for 4 or 5 years. It's simply not the case. This person did the same thing to Aaron Carter. This is how they made it into the Carterverse, and they didn't even really blow up. At least people like Trisha Licious kind of built a channel and everything the past few years. This person has just been stalking me online, and then stalking me in person. All right, so no, I never had a relationship with them. They came to Virginia, my town, unannounced several times now. And, you know, the first time back in February, I was in a really weak place, spiritually, psychologically. You know, I had just lost like $7,000 or $8,000 in January on bad trades that I shouldn't have made. I got kind of greedy in January, because I had such a good year in the markets, from like November to December, like October to December, and in January when I pretty much blew up my account and then, spent a lot of the other money on bullshit. It was just a really hard time for me, and I was bored. It was like my birthday coming up, and I made a decision that I regret. I made a decision that I have to live with now, probably for a while, if not the rest of my life. And so is there any fake screenshots or fake audio messages or things that are just being cut up and manipulated? Absolutely, 100%. I mean, is it possible that one of her simp boyfriends or one of her simp worshipers has the ability to create, fake screenshots, or, maybe she knows AI programmers? It's possible. But if you watch these videos, which most of you have, I mean, there's no indication there that I ever wanted like a relationship with this person. No indication whatsoever. And I think, for whatever reason, as bad as this sounds, like with some women, like if you treat them kind of badly, like they only become more obsessed with you. They never like get the message that, oh, okay, this isn't like a thing. This isn't the guy for me, or, it's just not going to work out. Some women, it's unfortunate. And, did I take advantage of this fact? I mean, I don't think consciously I did, but I think maybe just subconsciously. And, because I have my own personality problems. I can be a little bit of a narcissist sometimes. And I'm really nervous making this video, guys, because it's just so difficult to talk about. It's been traumatizing for me. It really has. How is she able to get so many recordings of me without my knowledge? I mean, I don't even remember half of the encounters that were recorded. I mean, I was filmed pretty much like all weekend back in February without my consent. And this person continues to say that that she had my permission to film me when she did not. There's one clip where I'm trying to tell her, oh, why don't you do like tarot readings or something? And, she's like, no, I don't want to do that, for like YouTube content. And then I find out that the camera's on. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're filming me, whatever. So I knew she was filming me in that moment. But, all the footage on the boardwalk and the footage in the cars. And, then there was the weekend in May where she came unannounced, showed up in my father's house crying. My dad, let her take a shower in his apartment. I wasn't home. I was out working or something. And so she eventually left. And then when I came back, I called my dad. I was like, is she gone? Is she gone? He was like, yeah, she left about an hour ago. So I came back from DoorDashing or whatever. He was like, she was really upset. Why don't you just go to the hotel? She gave me the hotel. She gave my dad the hotel room number and everything. So I went over there a couple mornings later. I knew she would have weed. This was another really bad influence on me because she's a big pothead, and sometimes I'm just bored and I want to smoke weed. So that was the main reason I went over there, and also just to explain to her, listen, you can't just show up at my father's apartment. We're not in a relationship. I don't want anything really to do with you. You can follow me online or whatever. We can be cordial. And she would not take no for an answer. And that's when you see her filming me. I'm over there I think counting buds or something, or rolling a joint. I forgot what I was doing in the moment. Maybe packing a bowl. And it was first thing in the morning. Okay. So, I shouldn't have even gone over there to smoke weed, but I had a good week trading. I had just gotten back from Greece and everything. And, again, another moment of weakness. It makes me look really bad. People are trying to say that I'm an abuser, or that I'm toxic, or that I, am purposefully trying to take advantage of this person. And it's just not true. I mean, every single video that this person has of me, there is not one indication that I wanted a relationship with them. And they continue to make live streams. Like they're putting in a full day's worth of work, like 7 hours worth of content about me and about this, fabricated relationship that we were supposedly in. Some people are still kind of like convinced, but even the trolls are like turning against her. You can see a lot of the trolls that were supportive at first. They're starting to realize like this is bullshit. She says she has current screenshots of our conversations, and all she posts is like shit from January, shit from 4 years ago when ABBA was a thing, and it really like it's taken a lot on my end to convince the people I care about that this is not true. This is complete fabrication. This is complete manipulation. So when is she going to come out with the fake screenshots that supposedly show my number calling her phone yesterday? I don't know. But it's like, what can I do in this situation? It's been relentless. It won't stop. And not only is this particular person that I had encounters with doing this, they've also enlisted others to do the same. And it's really hard because, I can take the heat for the most part, but when it involves like the people that I care about, that's it just takes it to a whole nother level. It's no longer like personal drama. They're like, it's like a personal vendetta against me. So what this person wants to see is me and Marissa break up. She wants to see Marissa stay in LA and me go back to Virginia alone. And I guess she thinks in that world she could possibly have a chance at, ever meeting me again, which is just, it would never happen, especially since I've been filmed without my consent. I've been harassed. My girlfriend has been harassed, and it's not just like they're harassing her about me. They're body shaming her. They're just saying really awful, ugly things. And Marissa has worked so hard to get to a place in her life where she's at today. And for anybody to like try to drag that down or drag her down, despite me, like they are just going to be cut off from my life permanently. Like there is no going back. There are trolls out there, I'm sure, that are trolling the other party and trying to convince this person that I'm talking to them through a troll account. I don't have any troll accounts. I don't comment really in chats or under comment sections. I'm too busy making content, and I'm certainly too busy in my life to have like troll accounts to still be in touch with people. So I mean, it's like Marissa said in her video a couple of days ago. You can check out her channel at Sunset City 13. It's possible that this person is convinced that I'm still in contact with them, but the truth is that I'm not. And obviously Marissa doesn't like police me. She doesn't look through my phone, but she's welcome to look through my phone at any point in time if she ever doubts my side of the story. And you'll see literally hundreds and hundreds of blocked calls from these New York numbers that are basically gang stalking my phone. The gang stalking obviously has gotten worse. I don't want to get into that too much here in this video, but you even have characters like Dr. Evil, right, coming out of the vegan drama scene, and they're coming back to slander me. It's like people from the past that hate me or disagreed with me or didn't like my content or took sides in like the lawsuit from a couple of years ago. These people are coming back because they see a situation that they can exploit, not for their own personal gain, but to hurt me, right? Just despite me. So you got Dr. Evil back on the scene, just making ridiculous comments. And the whole thing with Trishalicious, like, I really don't, like, I understand she's a little jealous, right? This is why Trishalicious, I think, ended up screwing Captain Content, is because, she wanted me to fly out to Vegas to go see her. But at that time, she was like, I don't know, 38, 39, single mom, and it's just not something I was interested in, especially flying. Like, if she was in the next town over, like, I don't know, maybe it's something I would have, hit and quit. But to fly out to Vegas, I just wasn't trying to do that. And so Trishalicious eventually went on to fuck Captain Content, which, you know, that's her prerogative. I know what Captain Content has done, you know, with... I'm not even going to get into that, but there's been some really crazy stuff he's done on live streams, including receiving fellatio from a transgendered street hooker in LA somewhere. I mean, it's just crazy. But, like, I get that Trishalicious doesn't like me, or she hates me, or whatever, she feels slighted by me. I can understand that. But, like, what has Marissa ever said or done to Trishalicious to deserve, you know, the amount of hate that this woman is pushing Marissa's way? Now, I've said it has gotten better, right? I think a lot of the trolls are even starting to realize that these narratives that have been pushed the past month or so are completely false, but still, it's just been really, really hard, guys. And, you know, I had a moment of sin that I regret. It is eating at my soul. And I ask God for forgiveness because, you know, I shouldn't be, definitely shouldn't be hooking up with people that I don't care about, people that I don't love. And again, it's just like, I'm human. It was wrong, but at the same time, I don't feel like I deserve the amount of, you know, slander and defamation and character assassination that I'm going through right now. You know, I've got enough people online that are, you know, that don't know me, that are just, you know, saying so much shit about me. It's like, you know, the lies and everything. I don't need any more. You know, I don't need this shit, really. I really don't. And some people say, like, oh, I'm just doing this to, like, you know, try to monetize my content or whatever. This channel is completely demonetized, okay? There's, like, I'm not making any money off this shit. I like posting vlogs. I like making videos. You know, if I was in it for the money, I would have quit a long time ago. You know, like I would have quit years ago. But I'm not in it for the money. And, you know, I don't want to hurt anybody. You know, it's unfortunate if I have inadvertently, like, hurt people's feelings and everything. But a lot of these women these days, it's like, you know, especially like these single mothers. And I don't hate mothers. But it's like, I'm not going to pick up some other man's saved game. You know, that I think that's what the Meth Witch account said. It would be as if, like, I started playing some other man's saved game. Like, I'm not going to do that. I have no interest in dating or marrying or being with a woman who already has kids by another man. Like, it's just biologically not in my best interest to do so. My biological wiring will never allow me to do that. Like, sorry if that makes me a misogynist. Sorry if that makes me a woman hater, which it doesn't. But I mean, this is what people are saying about me. You know, I'm getting slammed for my racial preferences, my religious preferences, like when it comes to a significant other, and it's just totally unfair. You know, and I don't deserve it. Marissa doesn't deserve it. You know, this other person, they don't deserve to, like, they shouldn't be doing this to themselves. Like, their own, both of these Puerto Rican gang stalkers, their daughters are watching them. Like, believe that. Their daughters are watching them. Their daughters are gaining, you know, coping skills from them. They're gaining, like, relationship skills from these women. And it's just so unfortunate that, you know, it's so unfortunate that a woman who, you know, has a kid and has her own life and everything is devoting so much time to try to destroy my relationship and destroy my life. She even took credit for, like, getting me demonetized or something a few years back. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, if that is true, you know, that she reported my channel hundreds of times and got my channel demonetized, like, why would I ever talk to you again? You know, it's just, it's insane. And at this point, I don't believe she actually thinks that I will ever talk to her again. It's either she's completely delusional and she thinks that we are in some sort of long-term relationship and I'm just going to fuck with her anymore. Maybe she believes that, but it's quite possible that she's just out to destroy me, like countless other women have been online, you know, throughout the years. So forgive me, I'm a little bit nervous making this video. It's just there's just been a lot that, you know, I had to say, and I want to put it all behind me because I'm really tired. I'm really sorry. I pray to God for forgiveness. If anybody feels misled or feels like, you know, whatever, I produce shit content, you're like, you don't have to be here. But if you are here for it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, follow me on Instagram at I am the vegan cheetah. I started my Twitter account back up at I am the vegan cheetah. You can follow Sunset City as well on social media platforms. She'll be revamping the podcast very soon as well. And we're going to go to Laguna Beach. I'm excited for that. We're traveling to Laguna today. I get to see the OC again. Really looking forward to that. We're going to visit some people this weekend and stay at some Airbnbs and stuff. And I will try to vlog some of that as well. So more videos coming soon. I will see you guys on the next one.